Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Logan, and today we're going to be taking a look at Aperion Audio's pretty unique height speakers, the A5 Immersive Height modules, and see what sets them apart from other Dolby Atmos height speakers. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then stick around and we'll get into it right after the intro. Alright, so as I mentioned, these are the Aperion Audio A5 height speakers, which are made to go with other speakers in Aperion Audio's Novus lineup. And we've actually reviewed some of those other speakers, so if you want to check out our reviews on the Aperion Novus 5.1 system and even the 6T towers, we'll go ahead and leave a link down in the description below. Now, with all that said, let's cut right to the chase. Right in the center of each A5 Atmos speaker is a 5¼ inch aluminum cone coaxial driver mounted inside a very hefty sealed box cabinet. And honestly, this driver is really cool, and it even features a similar 1-inch German-made ferrofluid cooled silk dome tweeter that we found in the Novus bookshelf speakers and even the Novus 6T towers. And basically, what this means is that these height speakers will give you a very accurate point source sound, thanks to their concentric design, where the tweeter is actually built right inside the woofer. And all of that is housed within a really nice, high-quality cast aluminum basket, which will minimize any sort of weird distortion that you might get from a stamped steel basket, which could actually resonate. The cabinet itself is built out of MDF, and honestly, it's such a dense little box that you could probably build a house or something with these things. But of course, on the outside, Aperion has put their really nice looking matte white finish, which looks great on all these curved and contoured edges. Aesthetics are a very subjective topic, but I'm not afraid to say that I love the way that these speakers look. On the outside of these cabinets, Aperion Audio even put on 6 different threaded mounting points, 2 on each of the 3 otherwise empty sides of the speaker. These mounts are spaced just right to let you attach Aperion's stealth mounting kit, which will ensure that the A5s will stay really close to your wallish ceiling. And around the back, there are a pair of nice gold-plated 5-way binding posts, but obviously you'll have to consider their position when mounting these speakers. With all that in mind, all of this mounting flexibility gives you some really cool options when it comes to placing the A5 height modules. Of course, you could just set a pair on your front left and right speakers and have the Atmos sound bounce against your ceiling, and in some scenarios that might be your best option. But if your room is too big, the A5 should still have you covered. The A5s can actually be mounted on your front wall facing down toward your listening position. And this is a really neat idea because it makes mounting the speakers pretty easy while still giving you a much better experience than the sound bouncing off your ceiling setup. Obviously, your other option here is to mount the A5s right up on your ceiling, and this is what we would recommend doing if you wanted, say, 4 or 6 speakers up on your ceiling, as you'd be able to arrange them perfectly for your space. Depending on your system, you could even choose to use these as front, left, right, and center channel speakers. They won't take up much room, and thanks to the coaxial driver, they should have some great imaging as well, but we'll get into that in a bit. The compact size of the A5 height modules also helps a lot in these scenarios, as they're only about 5¾ inch tall when mounted on the ceiling, so even if you have low ceilings, they won't stick out like a sore thumb and just look like you put giant speakers up on your ceiling. As always, Aperion has also included a removable magnetic grille to these speakers, which is just a very convenient, nice touch and makes them feel quite a bit more premium. Taking a look at Aperion's numbers for the A5 Immersive Height modules, these speakers weigh in at about 7.5 pounds or 3.5 kilograms and have a rated frequency response between 120 Hz and 30 kHz. These things also have an impedance of 6 ohms, 87 dB sensitivity. It's recommended that you supply these with anywhere between 20 and 100 watts of power RMS. With all that out of the way, it's time to talk about the sound quality of these speakers, and obviously these can't quite be compared to any regular pair of bookshelf tower speakers, but for our initial listening tests, we tried the A5s on their sides, using them as front, left, and right channels. And this actually worked really well, and it gave us a chance to hear what Aperion's concentric woofer and tweeter combo are really capable of. In stereo tracks, these speakers surprisingly did an excellent job running full range, with the overall imaging and soundstage of these speakers being excellent. Of course, in this setup, a subwoofer is pretty much a requirement. If you get something like the Bravos 8D, we could see this working really well for a desktop speaker setup, or even a smaller home theater room if you want to avoid putting speakers in your walls or on your floor for that matter. So all in all, there's not a whole lot to say about the Aperion Audio Novus A5 Immersive Height Module speakers, other than the fact that they're a compact, solid, and great performing pair of speakers that do what they're designed to do really well. But what's really so awesome about them is their ability to do so much more, and the versatility that you get by using them in anything from an Atmos setup to a desktop speaker system is very, very appealing. If you want to get a set of these A5 Height modules for yourself, we'll leave a link to Aperion Audio's website down in the description below, and don't forget that you can use promo code TGT10 at checkout to get 10% off your next order. And with all that said, I think it's about time to wrap up this video. So if you want to chat about everything from speakers to projectors or even building gaming PCs, then go ahead and check out our new Discord community, and we'll go ahead and leave a link in the description so you can join in. If you have any questions or comments on the Aperion Audio Novus A5 Immersive Height Module speakers, that's a long name, or anything else that Aperion Audio sells, please let us know down in the comments section below, and we'll do our best to help you out. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our future content, and as always, have an awesome day.